Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Gentleman here, and today's story time is about the time that me and my friends almost got jumped or something like that. We're not actually 100% sure, but probably. Anyways, I'm going to hop right into it, and I'm not going to waste time because I've been given advice saying that my intros are too long, so we're going to hop into it. So this story takes place a while ago when a couple of my friends were hanging out at my one friend's house. We'll call him Zach. I think I've mentioned him before. We were just hanging out at his house. And, it was kind of just one of those days, like, you're hanging out at your friend's place, and you're kind of just all chilling. Like, I'm sure this is more like a guy friend kind of thing, but, when you're chilling at your friend's house, and you're all just, like, sitting around the TV, and you have, like, the game console on, you're just, like, playing a video game, like, taking turns doing dumb shit. Like, for us, it's GTA. I don't know what it is for the rest of you, but we do that sometimes, and I think other people do that, but maybe that's just us. It was just one of those nights, And so we didn't really know what to do. And then my one friend suggested, like, hey, why don't we, like, go walk to McDonald's and get some chicken sandwiches, as we do. Let's walk to McDonald's. And then so we start walking over there. And then we realize, hey, it's kind of late at night. I don't think we can go to McDonald's because only the drive-thru is open. And we don't have any cars with us right now. So we didn't go to McDonald's. We decided that we were going to go to this park that's near my friend's house because, we'd go there sometimes and just chill, hang out in the park, maybe play some grounders in the middle of the night. It was just kind of a thing that we did, and it was fun. We all enjoyed doing it. So we all agreed. We're like, yeah, we'll do that. That should be fun. And so we go off on our way. And as we're there, on our way there, we're walking down the sidewalk together, and you're just basically on our way there. And we're on this main road, and, like, this car, like, we see it coming, this car coming, and, like, a car driving by isn't that big of a thing. It's, like, you don't really worry about it, right? But we see this car coming, and they're driving really fast, and we hear people yell from the cars. They drive past us. They roll down their window, and they drive past us, and we hear someone yell, "Go home!" And me being the smartass that I am and not realizing that this isn't a joke, I yell back, "No, I'm good." And yeah, I thought that was really funny. It really isn't that funny, even if it is just a joke. And so we don't think much of it. We just kind of are like, all right, that happened, and we keep walking. And then we notice that the car is coming back around, and they have their window still rolled down, and they start yelling like, "Go home!" And they see like more agitated, more angry, like, "Go home!" And they use the N-word as well, which is very not nice because one of my friends is black, and yeah, they're not a good thing. And so they kind of just keep driving, and we're like, what the hell was that about? And again, we don't think much of it. We're like, oh, it's probably, because they didn't look like that old. They're like, oh, this is probably some kid who, like, just got his driver's license and is just driving around with his friends being annoying. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, sure, they're being, like, racist, but, it's not that big of a deal. And so, we go to this park, and we climb up, and we see the car drive, like, past and back and forth this park, like, multiple times, right? And then there's kind of two sides to the park, and they end up, like, we see them turn to the parking lot on, like, the far side, on the other side from where we are. So there's kind of a field between us, but we kind of stop. We're like, okay, are these people seriously, like, coming after us right now? And, like, we don't see them for a while. But, like, I'm keeping an eye on it because I just want to see what's going on. So I'm keeping an eye on this dark field, and we're just kind of hanging out, as you do. And then eventually we see these people walking towards us. And some of my friends are, like, scared. They're like, what are we going to do? I don't want to mess with this. And some of my friends are like, nah, it's okay. We'll fight them. And me and my one friend, we're kind of like, this is stupid. There's no point in, like, getting into a whole fight here. Let's just leave. And so we all climb down, and we walk away, and we get off the park, and we hear them be like, oh, why are you running, and stuff like that. But we just don't want to, like, mess with any of this shit. So we walk away, and we kind of, like, we see them start to go back to their car. So we, like, dart across the road, and we hide behind this tree. And my friends are like, oh, let's just go back to the house. But me, being the dumbass that I am, I'm like, hey, why don't we stay behind this tree and watch what happens? And so we see their car come past us. They don't see us, but they kind of go in the direction of the house. So we're like, okay, we can't go that way. So we'll like take all the like back routes through the alleys and whatnot. So we do that. We go through all these alleyways, and then we decide we don't really want to go back to the house. So we go to this other park on like the other side of the neighborhood, or actually it was out of my friend's neighborhood. It was more so in my neighborhood. We go there, and then, we kind of go for a walk through the woods for a little bit. And like, we never saw the guys again. We kind of just hung out, had our fun, just hanging out outside. And we never ended up seeing them again. Towards the end of the walk, I said we should go back to the park and see if there's anyone there, because I'm an idiot and kind of just wanted to see what would happen. But we didn't end up doing that, and we never saw those guys again. And yeah, that was pretty much that. We went back to my friend's house, and we kind of just like chilled for a bit. And it was a pretty good night aside from that. So yeah, that was the story of the time we almost got jumped. Part of me wishes something more happened so that the story was a little bit more interesting, but at least it's something. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new. And be sure to join the Discord as well. I'd love to have you guys all on there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.